See you too. So we got the Dodger holiday party together. Our outfits incorporate both those things, right? You get the LA on there.
You're very festive. Yeah, I'm underdressed.
No. You look. It's going to be fun though. We've got a bunch of current Dodgers with us. We got the manager of the Dodgers, Dave Roberts, joining us. You're going to hear from Clayton Kershaw. You're going to hear from Cody Bellinger. Bruce Gratterall is going to join us in a bit. Corey Knebel, the newest Dodger. But the first Dodger we're going to visit with is AJ Pollock. AJ, what's going on? Happy, first of all, belated birthday, and happy Merry early Christmas. How you doing?
Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you guys too. I'm doing great. How's everyone? Doing
okay. What's it been like the last month and a half or so since the season wrapped up? What have you guys been up to?
Busy. Just kind of just settling into the dad life. It's weird. You kind of look back on your day and, I'm used to doing a billion things, and now I do probably one thing and look back and say, wow, like I didn't stop moving, but yeah, it's the baby keeps you busy. So we're enjoying it. No complaints.
Yeah, kids are a game changer, AJ. How is Maddie May doing?
She's doing awesome. Yeah, she's getting bigger and just loving life. We're getting to show her Arizona, come back out here to California and get to kind of just really just enjoy her. In season it's, I have kind of limited time, but now it's just full all day Maddie.
She's so beautiful. And I know that your beautiful wife, Kate, is Australian. I know we're not traveling right now, certainly domestically or internationally, but are there any traditions in the Pollock home as far as the holidays are concerned, albeit American or Australian?
Yeah, so we go to Australia most of the time for Christmas, and it's weird because I'm so used to having snow and, just the winter for Christmas, and you go to Australia and it's literally like in the middle of summer. So it's strange. It doesn't feel right coming from America going there and it being summer, but we'll do some shrimp, just kind of just some kind of stuff to throw on the grill. What up? Sorry, Gratterall just came on.
I know, guys.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
Yeah, good, man. So yeah, we just kind of just do just the full Australian Christmas, which is just, put some stuff on the Barbie and go to the beach and yeah. So, but this year, no, we're just kind of just me and Kate. It's kind of sad because we have, we have my parents actually out here now seeing Maddie for the first time and doing all that, but Kate's family's in Australia and they're just dying to get out here, and we're just going to have to keep being patient and eventually we'll be able to have them come out.
Where do you stand, AJ, on Christmas music and its start date? Are you like December 1st? Are you Thanksgiving? Are you November 1st? Where are you at on that?
I think I'm like a really kind of, there's a structure, you can do the Thanksgiving first and then you kind of have a couple, maybe a week or two and then get into it. So I don't know. I'm kind of a late Christmas music guy. I think a week before the lead up, I'll do a lot of Christmas music, but yeah, I don't like the radio too. The radios it's too early for me.
Okay. Do you have a favorite? You have a favorite Christmas jam? Doesn't sound like maybe you're the right guy to ask that. If you only
you might want to ask someone else. I don't know. I dig it. I always have it on the radio. I'm just yeah.
It's Mariah Carey. It's that Mariah Carey Christmas song. Don't act like it's not.
I'm into that for sure. I'm into that stuff. I like the pop artists and all that guys doing kind of their own renditions of classics and stuff. So I like it. And yeah. Oh yeah, he's classic
for sure. What was your best gift that you got as a kid?
Well, it's weird. The one I was thinking, going back in my childhood, I just remember, I don't really have like a gift that comes to mind. I do remember like telling my dad, like in summer, that I wanted this remote control boat. And I think it was one of those things as a parent, he was like, yeah, like I'll tell him for sure, like Santa will get that for you. And then like, I'll forget about it. But I told him like the day before and he was like so rattled. And I remember just opening gifts and not being that pumped. And then there was a gift that said a coupon for a remote control boat. And I remember I just like had that thing. I don't even think I ever got a remote control boat, but I just was so fired up about that. So yeah, that might be, it's kind of sad. He probably still owes me a boat, but it's the only thing that comes to mind. Yeah.
Parents go into a panic when they get those last minute gifts from the kiddos. 2020, obviously such a year that is going to be one that you guys will always remember. Other than the final out of the World Series, AJ, what's your favorite memory of the year? I think I know the answer, but what's your favorite memory?
Yeah, I mean, we got a couple with Maddie. I mean, the day she was born, I'm probably like, oh yeah, that was the greatest day of my life. It wasn't really the greatest day of my life. It was kind of like just a panic. But I think when we brought her home from the hospital, I think that was pretty cool. And that was the day after opening day. So it was just kind of we've been through so much with her, and just being able to have this final bring her home. And yeah, so I think that was definitely the most memorable one. I got to do that with Kate, with COVID going on. It wasn't exactly a slam dunk that we both could be there at the same time. So I think that was definitely the highlight for us.
Before we let you go, what are you most looking forward to with the 2021 season now, just hopefully a few months away?
Defending our title. It's cool. We're the defending champs now. It's got a good ring to it. So I think the guys are really excited. It's kind of an amazing year that we had, and just to kind of be able to get back at it and get back up on the horse. And I think the Dodgers have always had a target on their back, but now we won it. So we're going to have even bigger targets. So just getting ready to get back to work.
AJ, I know the fans are looking forward to that as well. Happy holidays. Thanks for taking a few minutes of your off season to be with us. Best to you and to Kate and to Maddie. And we will hopefully see you sooner rather than later in Arizona for spring training.
Sounds good. Thanks, Alana. Thanks, Joe. You guys have a good Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
And now I want to welcome in Bruzdar Gratterall, the bazooka. Bruzdar, how are you? ¿Cómo estás?
I'm very good. I'm so happy to hear too soon.
Happy to be with the fans. What have you been up to? ¿Cómo está pasando los meses pasados? ¿Qué estás haciendo? What are you doing?
Chilling here in the house with my family, and then with my dog, my new dog too. Everything's great here. Yeah, just home. That's it.
Now you mentioned you have a new dog. Are you going to mention that you got married? ¿Casaste?
It's coming. And
Oh, it's coming. So estás ¿cómo se dice? Compromiso, el compromiso ya. Okay,
Yep.
Bueno, felicidades. Congratulations on the engagement. Now, when is the wedding? ¿Cuándo está la boda?
January 22nd.
January 22nd. Okay, so are you inviting all of the Dodgers fans? Que todos los fanáticos están invitados.
Toditos.
Todo el mundo estás invitado. What are the holiday? Where are you? Are you in Venezuela or are you in Arizona?
In Arizona. We live
In
in here.
Arizona. Okay. So are you spending the holidays in Arizona? ¿Estás pasando los Navidades en Arizona?
Uh-huh.
Okay. What are some holiday traditions for you in Venezuela? Los tradicionales tú sabes, en Venezuela, en tu país. ¿Qué hacen en Venezuela para los Navidades? What do they do in Venezuela for the holidays?
A lot of, like, I don't know. We eat a lot.
Yeah.
And we listen a lot music too. And what else?
What's the typical food for the holidays in Venezuela? La comida típica para los Navidades, ¿qué es?
Hallaca. The name is venezolana. No, because hallaca, another city, another country is in Mexico, but it's very different.
Hallaca es un tipo de carne. Is that a type of meat?
We put like a lot.
Dímelo en español.
Mucha condimentos,
A lot of seasonings.
carne,
Okay.
carne y
Good hands.
lleva
Okay.
una hoja de topocho, de plátano.
Okay. So that's like it's like a banana peel.
Ujú.
Okay.
Y se amarra con esta cabulla.
Okay. So you tie it with the string.
Y se pone en la olla.
Okay.
Y se deja ahí por un ratico, un buen rato.
Okay. So now olla is that, ¿qué significa olla? Seasoning? ¿Qué es olla?
Pero
¿Qué es olla? La olla, ¿qué es?
donde pones el agua caliente.
Okay, so you put it in the pot. So you take the peel, you wrap it in the string and you put it in the pot that has the hot water to boil it para cocinarlo.
Dejarlo ahí.
Okay, so you leave it there.
Ajá. Y después, obviamente, en el plato.
Okay, and then you put it on the plate.
Corta la cabulla.
Okay, you cut the string.
Y se va abriendo todo.
Okay, and it all opens up.
Ya cuando se abre, está lo bueno ahí adentro.
Okay, so when you open it, it's ready to go. It's basically cooked in that plantain cover, and it's good to go.
Y así, esto es una de las cosas. También otra cosa es el pan. Un pan navideño que uno, obviamente es tradición de
Tradición venezolano.
Sí.
There's another tradition in Venezuela. It's the bread. It's a typical type of bread that they have for the holiday season. You're going to have to make this. Tienes que cocinar todo esto para tus compañeros y para los reportajes también. Para yo y para tus compañeros. Nosotros lo queremos eso. We all want this bread that you guys have in Venezuela. Now, what are you going to remember about the 2020 season other than the final out of the World Series? ¿Qué estás pensando en este año, en esta Serie Mundial? ¿Qué piensas cuando piensas en el Serie Mundial? What do you think about?
I think happy for the World Series. I think for my teammate. I don't know. I don't have a word for explaining that moment.
Bueno, dime en español. Yo trato de decirlo en inglés. Dímelo en español.
Muy emocionado. Es let me say, no, I don't know how to explain that.
No, really emotional and happy for your teammates. Why so happy for them? Because you're an emotional guy. Tú es un hombre que estás muy emocionante, pero en este momento, cuando ustedes ganaron el Serie Mundial, ¿qué fue la primera cosa que pensaste en tu mente? What was the first thing you thought of when you guys won the World Series?
Lo primero fue darle las gracias a Dios.
The first thing was to give the thanks to God.
Y dije, esto es un paso, así que esperemos dar más pasos hacia adelante y ya.
Yeah, just to think about we did it and time to move forward. Bueno, gracias por todo, por siempre. Yo estoy tratando de hablar español, tú estás tratando de hablar inglés y nosotros podemos hacer esto juntos, ayudando a nosotros. Pero gracias por todo, felicidades, congratulations. Have a very good holiday, Bruce Star. La bazuca.
Thank you, Bruce Star.
Thank you.
Great to see you, my friend. Hey, so Lalana, we've got a cool video we got to take a peek at before we started this, but we want to show everybody on the holiday Zoom party presented by 76 some of these incredible Dodger Christmas decorations. Check this out.
Never forget the way that it used to be. Brothers and sisters, come on and sing with me. Can't wait to see those shimmering winter lights. This is the time of year where it all seems right. As we ring out, this year we dare
so incredible. So many fans getting into it, guys. And it's so neat that there's still time to celebrate the holiday season safely as a family at the Dodgers Holiday Festival. Open nightly. I don't know if you guys have had the opportunity to do it yet, but the experience includes LED displays, interactive light shows, a festival performance, and a socially distanced visit with the man himself, Santa Claus. As a holiday treat, we'd like to offer all of our Zoom party attendees that are on this call right now a special $5 discount off of your ticket. Visit dodgers.com/holiday festival to purchase and use the code holiday party. That's holiday party at checkout. Now, this code will be valid for 24 hours. So grab your ticket now. Joe, I know you and your family have done it. I see that it's amazing. Again, holiday party, $5 off. I know it was a really fun experience for you guys.
Yeah, really cool. My 2-year-old son, Blake, likes pretty much 2 things, baseball and Christmas lights. So it was perfect for him. He's sitting in the back seat, and the whole time he just kept going, magic.
Oh,
So highly recommended for sure.
to see it in a kid's eyes is cool.
I know, right? And you drive in just to begin, they have, there's Christmas music going, but then there's this tunnel, I don't know how else to put it, tunnel of highlights, this video tunnel where it's highlights from the World Series going. And Blake thinks every player is Mookie. So he just said, we went by every little panel, Mookie. Maybe we need to buy him another jersey because he's got his Mookie jersey and he wears that every day. And I think we need to expand his repertoire a little bit.
I agree.
Yeah. We got to get you out to this holiday party or holiday drive-through thing.
I know. I'm coming out. I'll be there. Well, I don't know how long it lasts, but as soon as I can get out of the Northeast, I will be there.
Well, we've got a holiday party at checkout. You get $5 off. We can take care of that for you. We're waiting on, we're going to have Corey Knable join us. We're going to have Cody Bellinger join us. Clayton Kershaw will be with us in a little bit. Dave Roberts going to join us too. While we wait on them, what's your favorite Christmas song? Did you tell us earlier? Was it Mariah Carey?
No, I actually don't like that one. You know, it's funny too, because I'm kind of a Grinch when it comes, well, I'm a Grinch when it comes to a lot of things, but I am not the type of I can basically handle Christmas music December 24th. Like,
no way.
I'm good. Like Christmas Eve, I don't need to hear Christmas music December 1st. I just don't. I don't need any of that. So I just think it's a little much. It's a little bit of overkill when you started. I'm a huge Thanksgiving fan.
Me too.
So I want Thanksgiving to get its proper due. I want to have the friends, the food, the family, the football. Once that's over, then we can kind of transition in Christmas. But I don't need Christmas music, really until Christmas Eve.
I'd like to argue that you could have both, because around here, we dive into the Christmas music like early November.
You're sweating.
It's a little much. It is a little much, right? But it's like, look, it's the best time of year. Why not live it as long as you can? Enjoy it as long as you can. It does get a little old now and then, the Christmas music playing on loop, but.
Let me ask you this. You're from Michigan originally.
Mm-hmm.
Born and raised in the Midwest. I'm from Colorado originally. It's cold there. It snows.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like for you to experience your first holiday season in Los Angeles when the weather is always perfect?
Yeah, well, it's like, it'd be cool if it could just snow on this one day. If we could just get snow in LA on December 25th, that'd be cool because, snow makes Christmas feel a little more like Christmas. But if you really want that, you can drive like an hour and find it, which is part of what's spectacular about LA. But I got over that pretty quickly, the lack of snow. And I was like, can you believe this? I'm walking outside with shorts on Christmas.
I know. Your Christmas card was great because you guys were all in like really nice, like light weather attire. Libby, your beautiful wife, is in sandals. Not everybody can do that. By the way, did you see Dave Roberts' Christmas card?
He actually texted me the other day and said, my bad. We didn't, or did you not receive it yet? And I said, no, we didn't. So it should be here any day.
I think he purposely kept you off the list. But the card is so amazing because it has Dave, Trisha, Cole, and Emmy holding the World Series trophy. The unbelievable photo by none other than John Suhu, of course.
Of course.
And holding the World Series trophy. And then you open the card and it has them hugging each other, like all like this. And it says something to the effect, I'm paraphrasing, but something to the effect of hold your family tight. And on the back, it has the cover of basically the four of them taking a selfie, and it says 2020. I mean, it could not be more perfect of all of the different emotions of 2020, like how important, again, realizing how important family is. That, not that we didn't know that, but just everything this team went through. And finally, the culmination of what was such a horrendous year, to be able to cap it off with that winner, as far as I'm concerned, with the Christmas card.
That is awesome. We asked some of the guys what their takeaways from 2020 are going to be. Obviously, remember the last out of the World Series, but how about the steps along the way to get there? What are you going to take with you?
I think how hard it was to achieve what they achieved. You know, a lot of people are saying, oh, it was only a 60-game regular season, this, that, and the other thing. But you know what? I think you'd be hard pressed to find a year that was more difficult than this year in terms of achieving what they wanted to achieve. And I think the other 29 teams that fell short and didn't win the final game of the season would be glad to be in the Dodgers position and hoist that trophy. And you can say what you will about this season having an asterisk. I completely disagree. I think this is one of the harder years to win a World Series championship. And one thing I'll remember, two things that will always be embedded in my head: when Julio Urias recorded the final out of the World Series and just his emotion on the mound and what that meant for him, just seeing this guy, this young kid, grow right in front of our eyes. That and Clayton Kershaw in the dugout, or excuse me, in the bullpen, going like this and looking up, and just that, you don't see Clayton smile a lot. And I don't think Clayton has stopped smiling since that day, since October 27th or whatever it was. But the bubble, everything that they had to go through, being in Texas for 3 straight weeks, quarantining and bubbling in Los Angeles before they even went to Texas. And, you know, we have 3 guys on our team that are from Texas, 20 minutes away from where they grew up, and they couldn't hug their parents. You know, it was such a bizarre year. And, you know, there's so many things they had to overcome, but the fact we even had baseball is such a blessing. And man, they're World Series champions, and nobody can ever take that away from them. Yeah.
And you kind of touched on it, but I think you could argue, and a lot of the players, and Dave Roberts, and I know people that you interviewed did argue, that this year winning the championship, and this was before they won it, it's more special and more difficult than a normal season, just because of all the things you had to go through to get there. And again, they were talking about that in June and July when the season was getting ready to start. It's not like they won it and they're defending themselves and defending their enjoyment. That's something that they talked about going into it. And to see him come away with it was a pretty special thing.
Yeah, you know, everyone chomping at the bit to start the 2021 season to repeat, but you have to take a minute to appreciate what this team was able to accomplish in 2020. And you'd be hard pressed to find anybody that didn't want to be a member of this organization. As Corey Knable's trying to get connected with us right now, the newest member of the Los Angeles Dodgers as far as the pitching staff is concerned. And you know, it's been a crazy year, but there's no place I'd rather be than living in LA, and there's no team I'd rather cover than this one. It's pretty great that we get to cover a team that always has an amazing product on the field.
Pretty lucky. Corey, we just got a little mini tour of your house. Thank you for taking us through there. You got us?
Of course.
Awesome,
man.
That
was great. Sorry about that.
That's okay. It's great to have you. We really appreciate you taking a minute. It's got to be, we're talking to some of the guys that have been on so far, their thoughts looking back to 2020, but also looking ahead to 2021 and how excited they are. How about for you? How excited are you to put on that Dodger uniform for the first time?
I mean, I'm pretty excited. I can't imagine what they're going through right now. You know, winning it last year, it was, I'm sure it was a very special moment for all of them. And I mean, I'm just ready to be a part of it. That's it.
What was it for you that stood out about the Dodgers? Because you obviously got an up close and personal look during the wild card round, but about last year's edition, what stood out?
I mean, of course, what I can see with all the guys, I mean, look, Bellinger is going to be Bellinger. Mookie's going to be Mookie. It's just, there's guys behind us that are going to be insane. And that's exactly what happened with them. I mean, everything was clicking for him. Kershaw was lights out like always. It's just comes natural to him. Kinley stepped it up. And I mean, Gratterall was unbelievable too, watching that guy throw. And Urias was a huge part of the bullpen last year. I remember watching, or in the postseason, I remember watching it. And I know he's going to be going to the rotation this year. So it's going to be pretty exciting to watch these guys go through it again and be a part of it.
I know that you're hanging out in Austin, Texas with your family, but your old teammate, Christian Yelich, is from Southern California. Any advice on where to live in SoCal?
In SoCal, from him
Or from anybody? Can we help you find a neighborhood?
Well, of course, we've always stayed in like Pasadena.
Good choice.
So, good choice.
Neighbors with Joe. He's in South Pass.
Okay, nice, solid.
Yeah.
So, I mean, of course, Malibu looks so sweet out there, though. But I know
you don't want to make that drive, man. Not from Malibu to Dodger Stadium.
I'm not going to deal with that. I like where I am out here in Texas, no traffic. So I'm going to do whatever I can to stick with that.
Yeah, you were an all-star in 2017. And Corey, you and I had a conversation a couple of weeks ago. You had to deal with some injuries in the following season, but you have had a tremendous amount of success, and obviously the Dodgers are excited for your services. How is the body feeling, and how excited are you to really get going as far as that pitching program and getting on the hill?
I mean, it's gonna take a little bit, of course, to get back into bullpens, but we're about to be starting up here soon, and we'll see how everything goes from there. I'm just gonna keep trying to do exactly what we had talked about last week, 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, and I mean, there's nothing to it. It's just gonna go out and kind of be like feel.
With the uncertainty of when things may get going, how do you know when to kind of get your program started?
I guess your body just kind of knows. I don't know. I just when it's ready to start kicking it up, then I go. So we just kind of, luckily, me and my throwing partner have been together for a couple of years now, so we just kind of know how each other works when we're ready to go. So I'd say usually after New Year's, it's that time to start kicking it in.
You have some fellow Texans that if you need a different catch partner, you can do it with. I mean, Clayton Kershaw, Max Muncy, Dustin May, a lot of Texas natives. What are the holidays going to be like for you and your family in the great state of Texas before you make your way to Arizona and then California?
Well, we still stay in Texas as long as we can. All our family's out here, so we're all of our family's about 3 hours away, so we kind of it's really easy commuting back and forth everywhere. So it's been tradition, and we like sticking like that. Texas is home, man. That's just how it is.
Corey, 2 young daughters, is that correct?
Yes, I've got a 3-year-old Ledger and a 8.5-month-old Halston.
Awesome. What is Santa bringing this year? Do we have to whisper? Are they around? What was on the wish list?
Dinner. All Ledger wanted was presents. She kept telling Santa every single time she just wants presents. So she never clarified. So we'll see if Santa brings exactly what she wanted.
That's great. That makes it easy on Santa, though. You can't lose. Love that. So Alana and I come at this different ends of the spectrum and holiday music. Maybe you can be the tiebreaker for us. Alana says she doesn't like to listen to Christmas music until like Christmas Eve. I'm like, bring it, man. Beginning in November, it's the best time of year. Let's go. 2 months of it. How about for you? Where do you start listening to Christmas music?
Well, for me, my wife has really changed me. I used to kind of be, we'll start closer to Christmas, but my wife is like you. She loves to listen to Christmas music year round. She'll watch Christmas movies year round. So, whatever. We started this year in like November. She said, we need some cheers. So I started listening to Christmas music too. Let it go. So
good.
I guess I'm the only Grinch on this call, which is not surprising, really, but that's
yeah.
Hey, speaking of the Grinch, is that Cody?
What up? I ain't no Grinch. Chilling.
Hey,
what's up with you guys?
Corey, we appreciate.
What up, baby?
Doing,
hey, what's up, baby? How are you?
Good to meet you, dude.
Nice to meet you. Welcome.
How about this? Yeah, introduction.
Welcome to the Doyers. What?
Yeah.
You guys ever faced each other?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Huh?
This guy, man, I'm so glad to be on the other side now, not having to face this guy. So,
Corey, Merry Christmas,
man.
Thank you for being with us tonight, Corey. Go enjoy those beautiful kids, and we'll see you in Arizona before too long, okay?
Appreciate y'all. Thanks for having me on. See you guys.
Thanks,
Later.
Corey. Cody, you're not supposed to hang up. You stay. Corey goes.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
All right. What have you been up to since the season wrapped up, buddy?
Honestly, nothing. I had surgery, and then I'm going to Camelback Ranch every day, or not every day, but Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I haven't done anything really. I just hang out.
So surgery to make sure your shoulder doesn't pop out of its socket when you're coming into home after hitting a massive home run?
Yeah, I won't be doing any more elbow high fives anymore. But even if I do, I think it'll be sturdy when the season comes. So
Good. I'm glad that surgery went well. Now, let's say you had a fan, Cody, and somebody wanted to buy a gift for someone your age. What items would make the Cody Bellinger gift guide this year?
for like a gift for me,
Yeah.
a PC for video games.
Don't you have like 100 of those?
I have an Xbox One. I want a PC with like it's as opposed to the Xbox One, it's this PC box. So that's what I want. That's what would be my gift.
Okay. I'm too old. I have no idea what you're even talking about. What are the holidays like at the Bellinger home? Now you have a new house, so congratulations on that.
I do. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, you're growing up. You have a new
Yes.
home. What are holidays like at the Belly house?
My main family, uncle. This year will be a little different because of COVID, but normally grandparents and now my sister's husband as well. So we're just kind of adding on as we get older, but we all go and hang out at my parents' house, have some breakfast. My mom makes, it's like French toast with something in it. My mom and grandma make that. It's really good. We open presents and then we just watch basketball all day. Eat some dinner around 4:00.
Very good. Well, happy holidays, Cody.
Yes, you
How
too.
about as a kid, Cody, is there a gift or a few gifts that you remember getting that stand out to you? I mean, here's a young Cody. Around that age, what were the memorable gifts?
A little younger than that. I remember getting an electric scooter for the first time. And when we were done opening gifts, I took my scooter out for a ride and I hit the brakes too hard. And I ended up breaking the back wheel and creating an indent. So I was riding home, like it was a bumpy ride, and I was crying to my mom that I broke the scooter already.
Yeah. All right. What was your first video game system?
Nintendo 64.
Okay. Mario Kart. What were you playing on that?
Mario Kart, Donkey Kong game, Super Smash Bros. Who was on the cover of that game? Like it's some really old baseball game. I still have the system at my house, by the way. I still play it consistently.
Vintage 64. 64, yeah. Is that the one? What was the game? Like the first person shooter on
James
Bond?
James Bond 007. Yeah.
007.
I have that game.
That's sweet.
Yeah. I remember playing it a few years ago. It is so it's crazy that used to be the game.
Not as sweet anymore.
No, not as sweet anymore.
I remember my Santa. I was led to believe Santa didn't bring electronics, didn't have the capability to use cords and stuff like that. And then one Christmas, no, it was bad Santa. One Christmas he got technology going and I got a Game Boy. So that ages me a little bit, but that was.
You just got to grow up a little bit for Santa to give you that present.
That's what it is to get into that. Yeah. Christmas music. You into it? Pass? You like it?
I'm into certain Christmas music. Not all of it. I think some of it can be annoying, but like I turn on the radio sometimes to it's 99.9 out here. I enjoy it. I enjoy the holiday music for sure.
No.
At what point do you start listening to it though? Joe and I are split on this.
I was listening to it beginning in December.
Right in the middle. That's probably the same way.
Who right in the middle?
Hey.
I'm thinking December 24th.
Oh, you are?
Late. Right?
Yeah, I mean, there's no build up right there, I think.
Right.
I build it up. I put up the Christmas tree to Christmas music. I already watched the Grinch. I'll probably watch the Elf here soon. So
Favorite Christmas music ever, or just Christmas movie rather ever?
The Grinch.
Grinch? Which one?
I love the Grinch.
Like 3 versions.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey?
Jim
Okay.
Carrey one, and then I find I don't remember the title of it, so I would say the Grinch.
Are you a
That's
big snow guy? I mean, you didn't have much of it growing up, but like, do you wish you had snow around at Christmas?
I'm a big snow guy for a weekend.
Yeah.
Go up north here, see snow for the weekend, and then usually by the third day, it's too cold and I'm about over it, and it's nice to go home to where it's not so snowy.
Right. Right.
But if I lived in a place with snow, I think I don't know, I'd probably get used to it.
From a guy growing up in Michigan, the
Yeah.
weekend's good. So baseball wise, looking back on 2020, obviously the last out of the World Series, we're always all going to remember. What else are going to be the lasting images for you from 2020?
Of that game or the whole?
Just of the run.
Oh man, I think I'll always remember the bubble. I'll remember the bubble. I'll remember the 4 seasons. I'll remember, what did we do after we beat the Braves? I don't even remember what we did. So that's obviously not
Must
memorable.
have been fun.
You beat
Oh yeah. No, actually I don't even remember. So that's pretty sad. Oh man, I'll always remember the after when we're all celebrating on the field after the final out. That's a feeling I'll never forget.
Can you describe it to those of us that will never experience that?
Yeah, like a little bit of relief, pure excitement, and then emotional. It was really emotional seeing, because ever since I've been up, we've had the same core group up there, for the most part, and before I was there, they were there before me. So a lot of the same guys we've been through a lot, had a lot of big games, won a lot of big games, lost a lot of big games. So for us to finally come out on top, that was really huge.
Kirsch is actually going to follow you on here. He's going to join us in a minute, but I would imagine that was one of those emotional ones, right? Seeing Clayton be able to enjoy a world championship.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. That was unbelievable. And then there's a video of him running from the bullpen. The fact that he was in the bullpen ready to get the last out is crazy enough as it is. It's just kind of the competitor he is. But then after Julio struck him out, seeing the emotion on his face and then looking at his family, that's priceless right there.
Cody, at what point does it sink in that you're a world champion?
It really hasn't sunk in. Every time I think about it, it still feels really good. It's just unfortunate. We really wanted a parade, and
Yeah.
that's like probably the coolest part. Obviously, we don't know, but hopefully soon. And but no, it still feels amazing. I can't wait to get that ring.
You still basking in 2020, or have you started dreaming about 2021 and looking forward to baseball coming back yet?
I'm on 2021. I really am, especially being at Camelback Ranch every day. There's a few guys starting to pop in here and there, hopefully after the New Year. So it's coming around the corner really quick, and hopefully we can get going here on a normal schedule.
What's been the best part about new home ownership?
Having the freedom to not leave the house. It's just been great. I have left it maybe 3 times, and it's nice just to be able to do whatever you want to do. And it's been fun. I got working on a little project in the hangar right now, so I'm pretty excited about that.
You'll have to explain the hangar to our viewers at a different time.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe when it's completed.
Yes.
Right.
We'll need a tour, Backstage Dodgers, Cody Bellinger's hangar.
That's right, where the work is done. Well,
Cody.
not this year, but next year.
We've got Clayton Kershaw joining us. You want to say hi to your buddy there?
I do.
He's here.
Hi, Bopper.
Hello, Kirsch. Oh, haircut.
Yeah, haircut.
Looking good.
I know.
I need another one.
I know. I FaceTime Bopper on Saturday because I had a group of kids. I raced their high school kids. We're doing a camp at Mercy Street, and I told him we start at home plate, and you run the third base, I'll run the first base, and whoever gets the second base first wins. And I got absolutely smoked multiple times, and so I let him pick people to FaceTime from my phone, and Belly answered and was cool enough to say hi to the kids, so that was fun. And then Bueller big leagued me, but he called me back, so that was
Shocking.
good. And then Jock talked to him for a while too, so that was fun.
That's awesome. Very professional camp. Everyone wearing masks. It was good to see.
Yeah, it was
It was all right. It was good.
Sweating.
Hey, we're in Texas, though. You can go where you want.
I was gonna say, even in Texas,
doesn't
y'all are
matter.
obeying the rules.
Yeah, we're good to go.
Cody, we'll cut you loose. Thank you, man. Great to see you.
All right, see you guys.
Hi, Cody. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Clayton, how fired up are the Kershaw kids for Santa to come?
Oh man, they're great. It's so fun to see the kiddos, and it's just like, it's almost like magical, you know? And so I think Santa's doing some great work right now, and we're going to be ready to go.
What are the can't miss items on the wish list for Santa this year?
You know, Charlie is a Star Wars guy, so that's pretty fun. I never got into Star Wars really, but now that he's so into it, his older cousins love it, so that's why he's doing it. But so he's pretty fired up for anything Star Wars. So, you know, we got some Lego sets, we got some lightsabers, and then Callie is just a craft queen. She just crafts nonstop. So she's bedazzling water bottles and beading and all sorts of stuff. And then, you know, Cooper, just get him a box or something. He'll be good.
Right.
Yeah.
Low bar, low expectations.
Kirsch, what about you and Ellen? What's on your wish list?
Oh man, we're nothing. We're good. You know, I think it's, you know, it's always great to get to be home and see family. And that's why baseball is so great, is that we get to be home for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So that's been special. And, you know, just to get to be around. Ellen's family all lives like literally within like 5 blocks. So Ellen gets to see her brothers and sisters and parents all the time. And Callie's school, like this window right behind me, Callie's school is literally right there. So she's been going to kindergarten now. So it's just been fun to have kind of like normal life for a little bit. It's been kind of fun.
Do you guys have any holiday traditions that you absolutely can't miss year in and year out?
I think we're pretty standard as far as like Christmas wise. I don't think we do anything crazy. We try to always, I think the 2 things we always try to do is always try to pile the kids in the back of a pickup truck and go look at Christmas lights. And then we always, you know, obviously the older, you know, the parents always try to watch Christmas Vacation at least once. And probably my favorite movie, Christmas movie by far, is Christmas Vacation. So I got to watch that at least once. It's so good.
Yeah, you're the last true family man, Kirsch. What about Christmas Day menu? Do you cook at all, or do you leave that to other folks?
I do not cook. I would. If the only thing I can ever do is grill something, and I know that's so like, oh, the dude can only grill, but that's literally, I don't know how to do anything else. So, but Ellen, as her mom has slowly relinquished a little bit of control to let Ellen and her sister cook a little bit. So they get to cook a little bit of the meal. But her mom pretty much does the whole thing. And we go over there Christmas night and have dinner over there. So. All
right. So Peach still does the majority of the cooking for the Kirsches.
Peach still grinds through it and gets it done.
All right.
What about the wrapping of the gifts? You involved in that at all?
So this year, obviously Santa wraps what he wraps, but as far as what the parents give, we're making a concerted effort not to stay up till 2 a.m. on Christmas Eve. Like that is our goal. And so that might mean that I wrap more than my usual, and they're not going to look great, Joe. They're not, but the wrapping paper is going to cover the present. And that is the only thing that matters, that they open up something, you know? And so I can tape some wrapping paper on a box, no doubt.
And you get a little cocktail, and you know,
I'm so focused. I'm like sweating by the end of it. You know, it just is like you got to get in there, and then it's the weird shape. You know, what do you do with the weird shape box? I don't know. And then I use way too much wrapping paper, way too much tape. It's, you know, just classic mistakes.
But a lot of the kids' toys are not easy to wrap. Like, what shapes are those?
I know. And then, I mean, we could go down a rabbit hole with this here, but as far as assembly required on some of these things, Ellen wants to start a business to be able to put together kids' Christmas toys and then just have it delivered to your door Christmas Eve. And I think she'd make a killing, and she actually loves to do it. So it's great.
Yeah. I got like an Arendelle castle last year, 100 pieces. I was up so late, but I felt really good about it.
You felt good about it. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, Kershaw.
Baseball wise, 2020. Obviously, we're all going to look back in the final out of the World Series as a lasting image. What else for you during this 2020 season and a run to the World Championship is going to remain with you? Lasting images.
Yeah, I talked about this a little bit earlier today with Dave, backstage Dave Vassay, but he asked me about it too. And I think I didn't really think about it before, but I think the video that we watched of like all the families watching the last out from their homes all over the country, Dodger fans, and like we know what it means to like win a World Series and how much it impacts us and our families. But I think at times, especially this year, you kind of forget how much it impacts. Like Dodger baseball for 32 years has not won. And these families have continued to pass this down generation to generation. And you get to see grandparents with their kids all sit in front of a TV and watch Julio make that last out. And like, it brings them to tears, and it brings me to tears to watch. It's just like, it's unbelievable how much it means to so many people. And so for the Dodgers to win a World Series in the city of LA after 32 years, and then for myself personally to get to be on that team and try to put that all into, consideration it's just amazing. And I'm just so happy that I get to be a part of it. And it was just, I think that's what I'll remember maybe more than anything, is just how much it truly impacted other people.
Really awesome. So how soon does it happen where you go from basking in that to getting excited about trying to do it again?
Yeah. I think this year is going to be the most, it's not challenging, but it's definitely the most different year for me. Because at the end of every year, I just forget it and I don't want to think about anything. And I just move on and try to get ready for this year. Well, that's not the case this year, right? Like I am thinking about it every day. It makes me happy constantly to think about World Series champion Dodgers, and just like that group of guys, that team. It just brings me joy. So I'm going to continue to do it every day, and it might melt into next year too. But at the same time, like, I'm still getting ready for next year, right? Like you're still going to show up, and we're still the Dodgers, and we still are going to be really good, and we want to win. So I don't know how that's going to coexist, but I'm going to make it happen.
Are you still blaring "We Are the Champions" on loop in your neighborhood?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was joking with Dave today, actually. Hey, Doc, there he is. I was joking with Dave Vassay today about it. Just like, we go from listen to "We Are the Champions" in the morning, and then I send the kids off to school, and then we get them back, and we turn on the Game 6, and then we go to the documentary after that, and we put them to bed, and that's just like our routine every day. So that's where we're at.
I'm surprised you didn't pile them into the back of the pickup truck to go look at lights and have it on like a bullhorn as you're driving through the neighborhood.
Hey, that's a great idea. We haven't done our Christmas light look. We might have to. I don't know. It'd be great.
Doc, I don't know if Clayton Kershaw is enjoying the World Series championship enough, man.
Well, he deserves it. And I know you're being facetious, but I love it. He deserves it. No one deserves it more.
No question. Clayton, it's always great to see you. Thank you for spending some time with us. Tell the family Merry Christmas and the same to you.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have fun, Doc. We'll see y'all.
Bye, Kersh.
Bye.
Hey, Doc. How's it going?
This is like a relay, like a 4x or 5x100 relay.
Taking the baton from your ace.
Keep passing the baton.
Yeah. How are you? What have you been up to the last month?
So enjoying myself, enjoying my family, my time, 3 dogs, 2 kids at the house, a lot of Zooms. It's been great. It's and I think I read something earlier that Andrew said that typically he can't wait for spring training to start back up because when you don't win the last baseball game of the year, that's kind of where your mind goes to. But right now I'm content. So whenever we start is when we start.
You know, we were just bragging on you and your awesome Christmas card. I have to say, you're winning literally and figuratively on the field and with the card. Your beautiful wife, Trisha, your great kids, holding that unbelievable piece of metal, and the photo taken by John Suhu. How special was that? And how special will these holidays be because of the fact that, you know what, you're a World Series champion player and manager?
Yeah, you know what? There was a moment where we thought about, that Christmas card, sending it out and said, should we use that kind of scene of us embracing with the trophy? And I'm like, man, you don't win the World Series every day. So you got to be proud of it. I think, and I've mentioned before, I think early on it was more relief. But I think that, and I talk to you guys pretty much every day during the season. And so you want to block out pressure, anticipation, expectation. But I think that the finality of Julio getting that last out, I let myself first off get the joy, the elation, but then let myself go there. It's like, we finally did it. So now I'm building back up to the joy. And that's, I'm kind of like plateaued out with the joy, which is great.
Well earned, Doc. Well earned.
Take a look at this photo, Doc. This is,
Oh,
I mean, that's just you with a giant head of hair. There's not one change.
yeah. So it kind of blends in with my mom's hair. I was dressed to the nines at an early age. The double breast. I don't know. My mom we must have run out of product, or there must not have been any Soul Glow back then. But my mom was beautiful. My dad handsome. My sister beautiful, but I don't agree with the little bonnet on top of her head. So I don't know where the heck you got that, Joe, but I'm gonna have words with you later.
What would this version of Dave be getting for Christmas?
This version of Dave was, you know what? I think I got that year or the next year. I got it was a big wheel.
Nice.
And there was the big wheel that was the coolest one. It was called the green machine. So it was green and it had this thing so you could kind of turn it. And that was like the coolest thing ever. So you could pedal, you're sitting down, go down a hill, and you can kind of like, I was like, the Green Lantern or Batman or whatever, whoever heck I was.
Dangerous. Careful now.
Dangerous.
How about these days? What's Christmas like at the Roberts house? What's on the menu?
These days, we're kind of talking through it. So usually we have about 30 people at the house.
Wow.
And it's Christmas Eve, and we have pajamas. So you're perfectly dressed for our evening, both of you guys. And it's a themed cooking. So whether it's Italian, it could be breakfast for dinner, it could be chili, it could be soup. And so we usually have a contest, and Trish and I dole out the first, second, and third place prizes, and everyone votes. But obviously right now we're going to temper the numbers, and it's going to be early in the afternoon, and we're going to do it outdoors, and it's going to be smaller. So I don't really know how we're going to do it. We're not going to do the gift exchange like we do. So I'm more of the taster and the consumer. I don't do much of the cooking or any of the cooking, but I enjoy it.
As you look back, David, we touched a little bit on how exciting this and special this year was on the field. There's the final out that we'll all always remember and have burnt into our brains happily. What else is going to be in your mind forever? Lasting images from the 2020 season?
The 2020 season, I will. So I will go to that day in August where we met in the clubhouse, where we decided the players decided to protest a game. I think that kind of really will stand out. Getting in front of the media with Kenley, Clayton, and Mookie will stand out. The Will Smith homer, the Will Smith homer. I mean, are you kidding me? The Mookie Betts, all those plays that he made in right field, from the doubling up of Ozuna with the appeal call to the robbing of the home runs. to, obviously Julio, to Clayton running on the field from the pen. I just think that there's just so many of them. Corey was just lights out the entire time. And I think ultimately just seeing our guys just celebrate together. It took a lot. And I think that, on the micro, it's the players, coaches, but it was so much beyond that, because from the staff to other teams, Major League Baseball, everyone was making sacrifices to ultimately get the season, push it along. And so for us, it's just a big win for not only the Dodgers, but Major League Baseball.
Dave, I guess it depends on whether it's breakfast for dinner or chili for Christmas, but what is the wine of choice at the Roberts house for the holidays?
I'm going to go big. So I think it's always kind of, everyone is always like, man, I only want to share my good wine with people that appreciate wine. But I think for me, I'm going to share. I think I have a bottle of Sassicaia, some Ornelas, some Super Tuscans that have some age on it. We'll do that. Italian wines are typically good for eating. I don't know, whatever people want to kind of go in there and pull some good bottles and have at it.
Well, whatever it is, you deserve an unbelievable toast this year. Thank you for taking a few minutes to be with us. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you and Trish and the kids. And we look forward to hopefully seeing you soon in Arizona at Camelback Ranch. And thanks to everybody for being with us on this holiday Zoom party. Don't forget, you can get $5 off to visit the unbelievable display at Dodger Stadium. Joe Davis, Merry Christmas to you and your family. To all of our Dodger family, thanks so much for being with us. And certainly thank you to 76 for presenting this. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for being on.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare.